Hello and welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. Today, we're most likely going to finish up with the Selesnya Pride. We went through one revision on it live, so this is actually a 3 parts. Well, technically it's 1.5. So we're going to see how we're doing. Again, we're faced with the same situation where we are 1 win and 1 loss again. This could end it. I'm still trying to get it to load. I'm still trying to get it to load up on Magic Arena on XSplits. Okay, there you go. So basically, you have to kind of move the main screen around a bit. Okay, you learn a little something new every day. So, well, there's one thing I'm happy with the new revision is that we did finally beat a control deck. That's the one thing I'm quite happy about. We ran over a control. I think I've seen this guy before. I'm going to have to watch the playback, see if I've seen this guy before. Anyway, so turn 1 Legion's Landing. We're gonna get the aggro on. This is not so good. We do have 4 lands, but 2 of them come into play tapped. And this one comes down play turn 5. I'm gonna keep it anyway. Opponent goes first, so we get to. Okay, it's a bit control-y. So I'm gonna play the Legion's Landing first. There's no reason for us to rush our mana turns 2 and 3 onwards. We are not going to be flipping this guy anytime soon. I don't think our opponent's gonna try to kill the token anytime soon, especially if he's showing mono blue. So I'm going to use this time to generate my mana. Now we can cycle this if we have to, and we're kind of getting close to that point. Merfolk Trickster. Oh, so this is quite different. So we're not gonna gain life. We just basically threw the token away, but that's kind of okay, I guess. So I'm not gonna. I don't need to cycle the cast out just yet. I need to know what our opponent is up to here. This is a very interesting way to oh, mono blue. Okay, this is gonna be very, very interesting. So I could still expect the same set of counter spells. Do I cycle now? Against my better judgment, I'm going to cycle now. So next turn I can play Fungal Plots, play Memorial to Glory. Okay, Servant Conduit's also an option. So I'm gonna play the Memorial to Glory. Now, could play the Fungal Plots later, I suppose. I'll play the Servant on the Conduit first. Let's see what kind of deck our opponent has. If this is just some counter. Ooh. Already I'm liking this one. It's very interesting in its own right. Okay, opponent's also fairly disciplined as well. So I'm gonna play the Adorned Pouncer first. Let's see if he counters that. I actually expect him to. Here's Wizard's Retort. Now I'm gonna play Fungal Plots. Let's see if he has another Wizard's Retort. Okay, he doesn't. So I'm kind of free to play Tendershoot Dryad next turn. Let's see. Well, I'd prefer. Oh wait. Okay, that's perfect. We can actually just Eternalize the Adorned Pouncer. No, we're not quite out of the woods yet. So this is like mono blue wizards. He even has dive down, so in a way I actually like this deck. It's not that annoying. Unfortunately, him representing 2 mana is, but actually that makes this better, because at least I know it's not disallow. And thankfully he did not have the blink of an eye. He might have... okay, Siren Storm Tamer. So he's technically emptied out. Okay. So I'm gonna play the Anointed Procession first. Let's bait that last counter spell if he has it. Now, nice thing is because this has double strike, I could start racing it. Okay, X equals 3. We'll let that resolve. So I'm gonna go into combat. Attack. So, kinda caught up. End turn. He could swing with all 5, but I am representing a fungal plots. Could I here's a question. Could I safely survive this? Actually, I'm not gonna kill this guy because last thing I want him to do is draw more cards now that he's emptied out. So we're gonna attack with these two. Okay, opponent's throwing in the towel. Well, not quite. So I could trade these up, but probably not. His best bet now is to actually hold Champion of Wits back. Okay, he's actually conceding now. I think he... So this is a mono blue aggro style deck. There is some removal, but not so much. So Excellent Binding is gonna come out. I'm gonna drop some of the slower creatures, I think. He does have a counter spell suite, so I have to keep that in mind also. Let's just put another cast out for now. What other changes would I make? Let's drop an Anointed Procession, a Johnny Unyielding. He's probably gonna side in some sort of removal, so I'm gonna probably put in the Blossoming Defenses for now. I could go Saproning Migration, but I haven't seen enough quite yet. And the Saproning Migration is probably better for us when we're on the play. Opponent being mono blue. Why the same? It is a very interesting deck. And we're definitely gonna mulligan this one. Let's just... oh, let's say hello after we keep this. Yeah, we're keeping this one. We're not keeping the Arch. It's saying hello. Yeah, let's get all the niceties out of the way. Okay, so we got turn 2 Anointed Priest into a turn 4 Anointed Procession. So, well, we do have a so turn 2 Priest into turn 3 Mentor. So he's gonna flash that in. That's okay. If I remember correct, okay, it actually taps it down, but that's fine. And he gets to bounce it back, so that's fine too. Since our next play is gonna be Mentor of the Meek. Then we got... so this is really a tempo deck. So I'm gonna go for the Mentor of the Meek first. Then next turn, I'm gonna just run out the Anointed Priest, draw a card. No blocks. Let's see what his other creature is. Siren Storm Tamer. That's not gonna do much. I'm gonna attack into it. Okay. Wait, he's got something? No, he doesn't. Okay. Wait, still doesn't have anything. So I'm definitely playing the Anointed Priest first. Let's see if he counters that. Merfolk Trickster. Oh, that... okay, we'll resolve that. So he's gonna nuke the ability, so I don't get to draw a card. But I'm gonna play the Sacred Cat anyway. So this is really just tempo aggro. So the next turn I'm going to cycle the cast out so I can play into Regal Car... so, okay. He's gonna attack with the whole team. Wait, he's changing his mind. He's not throwing his resources away, so that's sort of the good news. So I now have to cycle that one. Okay, so I got our 5th land. Now we need to have something to do with it. So let's make him counter this one. Probably shouldn't let the Sacred Cat die first, though. Actually, the alternate plan is... No, I'm not gonna... Let's see what he does with this one. Okay, he's just gonna take the damage, so that's fine. So I'm gonna trade the Mentor of the Meek with someone, unfortunately. So he's still drawing into a lot of lands. I probably should hold the cast out now, though. Draw land number 6. I'm going to combat. I'm going to attack with just a Sacred Cat. If he takes, that means nothing. Okay. Sorry. So he's just doing a little back and forth. I can play Regal Caracal, but I suspect a counter spell of sorts. I think it might be better if I trade in with the Mentor too. Cast out. Do I want to go for it? No, let's not. Because right now, I'm just basically nicking him for 1. He's been drawing into quite a lot of lands. He hasn't been able to draw much out. So we're just nickel and diming each other. So now here's the interesting part. Let's play that Johnny's Pride mate. That should elicit a counter spell. Okay, there's the Syncopate for 5. Let that resolve. And he's holding one up so that he's not... So going to combat. Attack. Nickel and dime him again. Now the irony is I can go... Okay, I'm gonna end the turn here. He basically has to play another... Well, he's... Okay, I think he's might be a little bit pissed. Okay, let's just go into combat. It's possible he's really holding on to something. So... do I just trade... No, I'll just take the damage. I'll trade this in for a card now. Worst trade ever. Okay, that might be better. So let's okay, he doesn't have Syncopate. I don't think he even has a counter spell anymore at this point. So drawn to that. Play the land. Let's play Ovia. Okay, he's out at this point. Okay, I'm gonna hold these guys. And yeah, he got land flooded. I was gonna get a position afterwards. Somehow I think our opponent might have given up quickly, but it might also be a reflection of what was in his deck. It's possible that he knew that his deck was really about getting the early tempo and just him drawing land after land after land. He was already tilting. He was saying nice in a sarcastic kind of way. So 2 wins. So we did much better than the last run with this. So mission accomplished. But let's see how much further we can go. Still need to consider it. I'm pretty sure there are ways to make this deck better. I could just easily make this 3.0 and call it a day, but let's try to note what are our top performers. 1, the single copy of Fungal Plots. That was actually a very interesting performer. The Crested Sunmares, definitely we will go more into that plan. We might even add Diamond Mirror, I think, but probably not. Speaking of things to keep, not this hand. 6 lands and 1 piece of action, no. This one is scarier, but we just need 1 more land, and we do have... no. At least we can play a Sacred Cat. Come on, we got this turn and the next to draw a land. And this kitty is going to eat the magma spray so much. This was the matchup I was looking forward to, but this is not the hand I wanted to have. Then again, I probably would not have wanted the other hand also. So let's see. If he plays Lightning Strike, I would actually be happier, but I can expect the magma spray in the future of this. Oh no, this one's perfectly fine. So we take damage, but we can kind of hold these guys back. And we draw our other lands, so perfect. Anointer Priest. And then we start throwing the cat in front. I sincerely doubt our opponent's gonna trade. Our opponent's gonna have to spend a removal spell on the Anointer Priest, which is perfectly fine. But this is just pure aggro at this point. So we're not swinging with the cat anymore. We will have to play a Dorn Pouncer. Okay, third land, thank goodness. I'm not gonna just waste the Embalm trigger here. So opponent can start sending the Gate to Lava Runner. I would probably just some double block with these two guys. Opponent seems to be stuck on 2 mana also. Well, maybe not. He's probably thinking a while. Earthshaker Kenra, so this guy's not gonna block. Oh! Okay, that's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna take 2 damage. Wait. I could... Wait. It's kinda the same. So I'm gonna do it like... this. So I save myself 1 damage. Okay, getting more of the mana I need. Opponent isn't. I could just cast Excellence Binding now, but it looks like our opponent doesn't have any great targets. So I'm gonna swing with that Dorn Pouncer first. So let's just play out the Sacred Cat for now. So our opponents should probably be playing Flame of Keldit around this point. Okay, got his 3rd mana. Let's see a nice tree drop to cast Excellence Binding on. Well, I could use a 5th. Lands 5 and 6 would be great too, but... Okay, there's Ancrop Crashers. That's okay. We got ourselves a binding target. If he sends the Bomad Courier, I'm just gonna block that. He's gonna wisely not send it. So... no blocks. Taking... yeah, let's take 5. So we drew our land, but I'm going to make sure that I don't have to rush the Regal Caracal out just yet. Let's get that guy out of the way. Then we send the Dorn Pouncer and the cat again. So we're kind of in parity at this point. Only because our opponent stumbled a bit on this map. Actually, now he's at a point where he probably doesn't want to be playing all this mana. But it's going to be a bit embarrassing for me to play this if he plays a Rekindling Phoenix next. Unless I draw land number 6. Lightning Strike. Okay, that's fine. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Flame of Keld. Okay. So he's going for it. We can play Tendershoot Dryad, but I'm going to just go for the Regal Caracal because it buffs all our cats. So now this is a true cat deck. Now he gets more cards. He's not gonna eternalize this guy just yet, so okay, he's not gonna eternalize at all. So we got ourselves out of that position. Now we know our opponent's major aggro. Blossoming Defense comes in. Excellence Binding comes out. Do I want to... So let's drop the Anointed Procession. Let's drop... No, Fungal Plots is okay. That buys us time. I'm gonna drop Ovia. Actually, I'm gonna drop a Johnny too, then put in Heroic Intervention. Let's see, I think that count is... Okay, let's try that again. Oh wait, am I missing one? Yeah, I'm missing one card. Let's put Ovia back in. Oh wait, no. Supposed to put the other cast out. There you go. So we did have a decent first one matchup. My assumption is if we ever lose this next game, Saproning Migrations come in, I cut the mana curve down even lower. I will still keep Lyra because basically at that point my life total goes down way too much. We need a green mana source, and that is a bit of a tough sell, but we do have a turn 2 play. Okay, if I'm not confident about this, I'm gonna mulligan it. And it's much worse. I have to mulligan again. Okay, this one we have to keep. We need a third land. If our opponent goes turn 1 Bomat Courier, we're so much in trouble. So Scar Mage. Okay, not too bad per se. Yeah, let's just play the Sun Battle Grove tap. So he's probably sided in stuff like Magma Sprays and or Shocks. Oh, opponent kept the one lander. So we might get... So if we can hit 5 mana, we could dig our way out of this. We just need to hold up for the next few turns. Okay, he's up to 2 mana. Lightning Strike. Am I willing to trade the kitty for its Soul Scar Mage? Actually, I would be. So he's probably gonna... Yep. He's traded in for Shocks. So you're gonna take 3 damage. So... An early drop would be nice. But the lands are okay too, so... We're gonna be taking some damage across the board. But our first play is gonna be Regal Caracal, because that just dumps stuff. Next play is gonna be Lyra Dawnbringer. Then we bring back the Pouncer. Also, our opponent stumbling at this point is okay too. Or he could just start throwing burn to our face. That's another concern. Okay, he is gonna go for the burn. So that's one. So we're at 9 life. Fungal Plots is not... Yeah, it's not gonna... Oh wait, no, let's not play that land. Okay. Depending on the situation, I am willing to play the fungal... I'm willing to play out the Adorn Pouncer. So I'll lose out on Eternalize, but it will buy me time. So I need to block. Because I have to assume that this is all burn. I could easily just play Lyra Dawnbringer, but Soul Scarred Mage would knock it down. I have to play Regal Caracal first. He probably has... Okay, he's going for the burn plan. Which is okay, because that's not 3 to my face. Okay, that's 3 to my face now. So we're going down to 1. If our opponent still has a burn spell, we lose. But we have to go for it. We're just crossing our fingers, but we're probably not gonna make it. Okay, I think he has it. So let's go to game 3. At least this one's really... Oh wait, it's just mana. Burn spell? He did play all of them now. It's a Braid, so that nukes it down, but I can trade with the Gitu Lava Runner to buy me some time. Alternatively, I can just block these 2 to keep me up at 3 life. Now let's just trade with the Lava Runner first. If he still has another burn spell, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I could play Pride Mate. I could just make a token. I'm gonna go with the... Here's the thing. If he has a burn spell, it's gonna go to my face anyway. The exception would be a braid, but I still have to go for it. Skull land. Does he have a plan? And he's got cut, so okay. So that's the problem with Bomat. Good news is I do have to ditch this one in front of this just to survive. So I'm down to 1 again. Now I have to tap my mana carefully. I'm gonna go with the Ajani's Pride Mate first. So Arch of Araska, Plains, Ajani's Pride Mate. So I actually should have just played the Anointer Priest first and gained the life. This does gain me 2 life anyway, so as long as it's not a 3 mana burn spell, I'm okay. So fungal plots, yes. It doesn't matter which one done. Because I'm gonna do both. So basically these are chump blockers. I'm just gonna grow the Chinese Pride Mate a bit. I could still lose to any card draw he has, so that's my concern. Yeah, he had it. So yeah, let's sacrifice it, whatnot. In hindsight, the Anointer Priest was the correct one. I would have gained more life just right out of it. Okay. Let's just take the action. Okay, so now we're going to go all in on the early game plan. We're gonna side in the Saproling Migrations and Ovia in now. Gonna drop some of our more expensive stuff. Gonna drop the Pride Sovereigns. Drop the other Anointed Procession. Gonna drop 1 Servant. Drop the Heroic Intervention. Let's see what deck is like. Okay, that's it. We'll keep it like that. Because our opponent's still keeping point damage. And yeah, well, we got a bit unlucky in that one. I suppose I really should have just kept that hand, but when you're only running 4 well, technically we're running 7 duels, though the 3 Aether hubs are kind of like one-shots. So I will definitely keep this. Turn 2 Anointer into turn 3 Mentor. So the Mentor is basically just gonna die. So let's see how far we can get with this one. Opponent's still deciding. He's gonna... I don't think he knows we're even more aggressive now. So Soulscar Mage, not Bomat. So we're gonna go turn to Anointer Priest. So this guy's gonna die. If he attacks with this one, I'm actually just gonna take, because it's possible he might decide. I've seen him side in shock, but I would not put it past him to put mag. Oh no, no burn. Well, could still be a shock though. In which case, I'm gonna just take out the Bomat Courier. He could be throwing it away, but that's perfectly fine, I guess. Actually, no, he's not throwing it away. If he has a shock, there you go. In that case, I probably should have blocked that one, but oh well. So that's 1 burn spell down. So turn 3 Mentor. Okay, there's a bit of a glitch there. So okay, and okay, the glitch is real. Thankfully, many thanks to someone who commented. His name was Ivan. He let me know that I can still double click, which might be a bit weird. Okay, so mental note: these guys are dead. I'm taking another 3 damage, 5 damage. So next turn, I might have to just cast out. The Soul Scar Mage. Okay, so I'm gonna do just that. Okay, still hasn't refreshed this. So it's gonna be a bit weird seeing an Anointer Priest, but considering this is just a so I have to remember, this is dead. These guys are still beating me down. I would prefer not to play Crested Sunmare next turn. Oh, this is a problem. How do I embalm the Anointer Priest? Okay, so I can play Fungal Plots, then play Saproling Migration, take the damage. Okay, let's do that. So the trick is just take the damage as normal unless I suspect okay, so let's see if he has burn, because our next step is land the Crested Sunmare, then just sack these guys for life. It's annoying. I really want to embalm this guy, but maybe it's for the best that I couldn't. So even if I can power through this glitch with just double click. Is he gonna try to burn it? If he tries to burn it, I'm just gonna sack. Okay, he's gonna try to abrade it. Yeah, I have to gain the life now, otherwise it's all wasted. So pass the turn. So he's gonna go for the burn in the face plan. At least I gain some life back. So next turn I take 3. I might have to just play the Crested. Okay, he's essentially down to, well, it's back up to 3 cards if he doesn't. So I'm gonna take the 3 damage. Okay, 4 cards. So down to 8. Okay, no, 6. Yeah, the math was weird on that one. He's probably gonna sacrifice this now. Oh, he's gonna go for it. So the scary thing is, okay, let's say he sacrifices it. He just needs 1 more burn spell. And Crested Sunmare is not gonna get me out of it. I can buy back 1 mentor. Well, this is the one case where I've been saying I had a good matchup with Mono Red, and it's not today. So thankfully it's another Lava Runner. Problem is, okay, you know what? Let's just cycle this now. Okay, another Arch. Didn't really need that. Johnny's Pride Mate's not gonna help me. Yeah, I need to have a bigger... Annoying thing is, I could embalm, then just make another token. It'll get me out of it. So you know what? I really need it right now. So I'm going to Alt F4 this one. Sorry, guys. So let's try to get back in the game as soon as possible. Thankfully, I think I might... So yeah, the glitch was a bit weird, but I think so that's probably one of the few times where I cannot just wait for the glitch to fix itself. So... trying to run back again. Hopefully it doesn't glitch through, or else I'm in real trouble. Anyway, that means make a token, make another token. I can actually just wait on the other token, I suppose. So okay, going back to the game. So please give me the correct game state. Okay, there's the correct game state, so okay, that's all I needed. So I'm back up to 4. So still in danger mode. I could have played the Johnny's Pride Mate first, I guess, but I'm gonna ignore that and just use the fungal plots. So let's see if he has an actual burn spell. Oh my gosh, he actually does. Okay, so it's gonna get me down to 2. Let that resolve. End turn. I can get back up to 3, which is still not ideal, because wow, he must have just sided into the all burn plan. I can't wait for these cards to rotate out. Well, to be fair, I've enjoyed using Abrade and Shock a lot on my own time too. So yep, let's regain that life. Okay, yeah, he had all the burn. So that was it. Slightly sad, but I guess this is the one. I have to give props to our opponent. He knew how to handle mono red against this sort of aggro life gain. So we're gonna claim our prize on this one. Now we're gonna see how we're gonna improve this deck. Maybe not with this card. Oh, but I will need this card for the next one. So let's claim that. So stand by. We're going to go to our deck builder. We're gonna run analysis on this. So what's this deck called? Selesnya Pride. So we're gonna make this version 3.0, but we're still gonna work on it. So set standard. So analyze deck now. So this is what we ended up playing with. Again, as from before, we need to have more green than we actually need from main board, because most of our sideboard is green. So a lot of the things we learned from our previous version 2.5, we had problems with mid range and we had some extra problems with control. So what happened was we shored up on the sapling migration. We added blossoming defenses and heroic intervention, and we added ambuscades because we ran into hexproof phone white. Thanks a lot, Knight of Malice. So given that, I'm still willing to keep a Johnny Unyielding, but Huatli's gotta go. Wait a minute. Did I remove Huatli altogether? Oh yeah, no, Huatli doesn't have to go. She's already gone. So there's that. So the things we needed to fix out here now is, okay, Excellence Binding might be a bit of overkill. I might actually just drop the Excellence Binding well, it's useful in some control matchups, but the 3-1 is a weird mix, so I'm gonna just stick it out here. 4-3. This one comes in the control matchup. Sapling Migration, probably not nuke this down to 3. I'm still keeping the ambuscades because I need instant speed green removal. I suppose I could use Pounce. I will add another copy of Fungal Plots. In the sideboard. So if I run into that mono red monstrosity again, having Fungal Plots actually was very helpful, so that one's a great one. Now the problem is getting enough playables over time. Again, that's pretty much a mulligan decision. We have a lot of turn 2 and turn 3 plays. We could use more turn 1 plays, I suppose. So one thing we could do is just, let's be honest, Sacred Cat, 4 copies. Anointer Priest could also be 4 copies. The what do you call this? Servant of the Conduit. It's more. It helps us accelerate from 2 to 4, but I'm gonna actually just drop her down to a single copy at this point. Actually, no, that might not be the good one, because that makes our green even worse. So we need to knock out white cards. The Adorned Pouncer might be the weaker one, especially if we're running 3 copies of Ajani's Pride Mate. Actually, what we could do is just bring the Anointer Priest down to 3. We're so dependent on early plays anyway. Pride Mate. Mentor of the Meek, we really need to keep this as our card draw, but we do have other options. There's... Admittedly, this doesn't make... Well, it's not... This deck was never rotation safe as it is. What we could do is we can sub Mentor of the Meek with Life Crafter's Bestiary. So what happens is... Actually, it's weird. Mentor of the Meek, it works well with our tokens. It doesn't matter whether we cast it or not. Life Crafter's Bestiary, it has to be a creature spell that we cast, but it doesn't care about the power. We do get the extra scries that help out, but we do need to have the green mana if we're going to benefit from the card draw. So we're kind of torn on this one. Pride Sovereigns is actually one of our weaker links here. Sure, it can get big, but the exert cost is a bit too high, so I'm going to drop it down to 1. Let's see what other... Meanwhile, while we're at it, let's see what other cats are there. Just out of curiosity, Ajani would be a very good fit. Well, we do have an Ajani Unyielding here, but if you want to... But Ajani Adversary of Tyrants on rotation is also just as good. So it's not just the cat subtype, we're getting everything with CAT. Wait, Graceful Cat gets +1. No, I think this... Oh no, that one's from the Welcome deck. Leonin Vanguard is another 1-drop, but it's kind of worse at gaining life. I really need to consider what to do with this deck when rotation does hit. Most likely, we're gonna shift away from cats, more towards Saprolings. We do have the Saproling Lord at 2 mana, so that's actually a perfect fit. Scrounging Bandar. This one's an interesting one too. No, I guess we used all the good cats at this point. Wily Bandar. What does this do? Just gains... interesting. So, okay, let's fix that mana base up a bit. So, definitely 4 of those. We're just using the Aether hubs, but we could use something better, I guess. Alternately, the reason we're using Aether hubs is because we do need to hit our 1-drops very easily. If we didn't have to, I would just use Evolving Wilds. It would smooth out the mana a lot better. Heroic Intervention does work against some matchups. This would be interesting against Control also. I guess you can make this a 2. So it's a choice between Heroic Intervention, Blossoming Defense. This one can be adjusted. And yeah, so this is way more white than I really wanted it to be. The best way to fix this weakness... Actually, I can't think of a good way to fix this weakness. I guess let's see, Saproling. I'm gonna see if there's a way we can transform away from cats towards Saproling. So like, unfortunately, the good ones are in green-black. It's more suited for that one. But an alternate plan we can do is, let's say we realize our opponent is very aggressive. So Regal Caracal is okay, but Pride Sovereign is not. Crested Sunmare is decent, but could be get slow. Opponent just had all the answers in that game. I think the correct answer might have actually been to take out the cast outs. Overgrown Armasaur. Well, it is a common, so that's one way to do it. But another possibility we can do is just have the Saproling migrations, put Spore Crown Talids in the deck also, so that we can transform out of our heavier stuff and just go super early aggro. Now that one is also very scary because we can't use it against control. So this one has very few edits, but I think this is really it for the deck. So we're gonna save it right now. So a lot of things to put here. So it's Selesnya, it's Cat Tribal, it's tokens, and it's life gain. Not life. Okay, life gain. There you go. So that's pretty much our deck. I'm gonna start editing this post up already. We're gonna see this one and the other episode. We're gonna see both of these episodes together. So let's see the details one more time. Yeah, I suppose this one's much more okay. I guess another thing you can also do is we can trade some of the planes with, Tranquil. If you can't afford the Scattered Grows, Tranquil Expanse might work on, or even Evolving Wilds would work here. Because what we have are a lot of 2-drops, so we can afford to just play another 2-drop and one of the tap lands, quote unquote, on turn 3. That's another way to get around it. So there we go. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. Not a very long one, but you're gonna see this in the previous episode together. So if you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. One thing I keep getting to say is, if you want to know when episodes drop Monday, Wednesday, Friday on American time. Because on Asian time I upload these. And I do the recording Tuesday, Thursday, sometime in the weekend. So yeah, they pretty much come up Monday, Wednesday, Friday American time. So yeah, but if you want to be sure when it comes up, don't forget to turn on notifications. Don't forget to let me know in the comments. Again, many thanks to Ivan. That comment was helpful, though in that last matchup I really did have to reset. So anyway, next up is going to be yet another draft, and next week we will finish with the blue-green merfolk. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time.